Hi everybody, welcome to this free video guide for the round shown of this Legacy 9-hole Cup division, also displayed on screen. These are tournament wins. Before of course we bring you the details, so please hit thumbs up and subscribe to the channel as well. These are replays of old content when this 9-hole Cup was first in the game, so listen carefully to the commentary, take some notes as well, there may be some tweaks needed, but like I said, these are the tournament wins, so hopefully you will be able to build some shots from those. Timestamps in the description down below. Good luck. Here we go. Hole number 1, we have crosswind, minor tailwind here, so I'm playing with the backbone. Here I go with 4 bars of backspin, but I would recommend just play with a little bit more, maybe 4.2, and we're going to aim just at the beginning of the green there after the fringe, ball guide going to the hole. Adjustment here, medium distance, 10% elevation is what I play. Mid-distance, 10%. Tricky one to drop this one with the green, but you do have a chance. And we are going to be fairly close here with a perfect ball, but just needed to tweak it slightly. Good speed, maybe a little bit more backspin, but very good opportunity with the backbone. Mid plus 10. Hole number 2, this is all about taking the birdie and getting a very safe birdie at that. Tighten ball needed here, definitely for the second shot. And I'm backing up, so I've got the red ring touching the rough. Bottom left of the red ring touching the rough. 2.5 bar top spin, 2 bars side spin to the left. Obviously that's plus 2 with extra mile level 6. Adjustment max plus 10. And then we are going to use some curl. Half a ball of curl to the left. And then hit perfect. Reason we're not using any more topspin is there is a risk of a glitch roll, so we kind of want to just lay up a little bit short here. Anywhere around here is absolutely fine. Second shot, we are going to need a wood club with distance, so I would suggest go with the big dog. Even though we do have some tailwind here, we just want to make sure we can reach without having to overpower. So max distance of the club, in my case here, going with 2 bars side spin to the left. And we've got to make do with having a poor ball guide. So I go with a little click of backspin here. Try and aim at the hole as best you can. It is difficult. I then decide to remove the backspin and go with 0 spin. Obviously, if you are slightly further away, you may need some topspin. Bear in mind the fairway before the green there, you can see where the first bounce is. The second bounce rather. It does slope uphill, so we want to make sure we are going to make it. Max distance, 0 elevation. No curl. Hit perfect. And like I said, you've just got to aim as best you can with the ball guide. Not really going to be dropping every single time. You might get close as we do here, but either way, you're going to be safely onto the green for your birdie. Hole number 3 now. We do have an eagle to show you here on hole 3, which is very good for rookie division. Driver here, I'm using the extra mile. Obviously, you could use a quarterback if you've got it in a decent level, but I'm using the extra mile, and we're starting just before the plus yardage with the extra mile level 6, and we're going 1 bar of topspin. Look at the second bounce. It is 1 ring after the shadow of the lamppost with the red ring touching the rough on the left. So if you are using a different level driver, put your topspin on and have a look at the second bounce as well. Just make sure that that is lining up. Adjustment is a max distance plus 10, and then we take our shot. No need for any overpower or curl. The topspin works very, very nicely, and we don't need to push that any harder than here. That is absolutely fine. 306 yards. Second shot, going to use the big dog once again, and we're going to use topspin and left spin. So about 3.5 bar topspin is enough here. Again, have a look at the landing position and the second bounce. 2 bars of left spin as well. And then we adjust max distance, 0 elevation. Max distance and 0 elevation. And because I've only got a tighten, I'm going with half a ball of curl to the left because the fairway can slope down to the right. So we do want to make sure that we are going to curl to the left because that bounce also will kick us right. Anywhere before the bunker here is really, really nice indeed. Third shot going to be rough bump. Then we add some spin, and then we're going to find our funnel with the backbone. Now, the backbone level 8 does have a ball guide that will get us to the hole. If you're using a different long iron, bear in mind you may have to leave your ball guide short. Rock back and forwards with the target or side to side, and you'll see there's a little sticky area where the ball guide doesn't move. That means you're in the funnel, so tweak your spin, get the ball guide to hole if you've got the stats, And then we're adjusting here, minimum distance of the club minus 20% elevation, as this is uphill. So minimum distance minus 20. Important to hit perfect. Great right may risk missing the rough. But there the top spin and the left spin takes us up onto the bank. We get a very nice camera angle and we just sneak it in for a nice eagle, which does count as a drop on this hole. Hole number 4, had a terrible look at this in the qualifying round, so I decided to play on the next little area of fairway with a quasar. But actually didn't really need the quasar because I'm not using any more than 1 bar of side spin. A little bit of top spin, a little bit of side spin to the right, and aim at the hole as best you can. Great right will make you miss left due to the slope of the fairway. Adjustment here, mid distance plus 10 is what I'm going. Obviously you can play with a marlin or you can play with a navigator if you want to cut the wind down a little bit more. But mid plus 10 is the adjustment, and we do have a decent look at this one. We don't drop it for a hole in one, but we are close, and I do feel it is something you'll be able to tweak with and work. Just missing to the left there, so small tweak needed, but very, very nice speed indeed. Hole number 5, going with a katana because we will need 3 bars of side spin to the right. 3 bars of top spin is what I go with in the end, and we're starting here in mid distance of club with the bottom of the red ring touching the rough there on the bottom left of the screen. Adjustment here is mid distance 10% elevation, mid plus 10. Then we're going to go with a little bit of curl to the right, so the edge of the ball touching the outside wall of the adjustment ring to the right. Hit perfect, and then we bounce very nicely. We miss the tree, and we miss the rough, and we roll very, very nicely indeed along the fairway. Could maybe have pushed it a little bit harder if we like, but we're still going to have a decent shot. One thing I would say, if you do push it harder, you're going to have more of a straight tailwind shot for the second shot. So that is the advantage of doing that, but either way is absolutely fine. Then we're going to use a backspin and left spin here and try and find a very small sticky spot before the hole. Difficult to see here because we are using a low level thorn, of course, but this is obviously part of the thing you'll have to get used to with lower level clubs, and you build up your knowledge as you go with experience. Aim at the hole as best you can, and here I'm adjusting true club distance with a 10% elevation. I think I adjusted this to be mid plus 10. But we do just miss this to the right, so maybe a problem with the aim, or maybe it's over adjusted. It can be a frustrating hole to drop, to be honest. Just took the right edge there, but a good chance all the same to pick up an eagle.
Please do join us over on Facebook. We have an ever-growing community of players there. Over 16,000 members. Head over to Facebook, search for BK Golf Clash and submit your member request there. Free to join. There are free guides posted, lots of shot sharing and discussion points. You can chat and interact with me as well, and loads more over on Facebook. So head over there and search for BK Golf Clash.
Hole number 6, we do have headwind here, so I will suggest you to play with the big topper in whatever level you have. 8 bar of top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right. Important not to go with full top spin, otherwise you may risk rolling too far. Use the plus yardage mark here. For level 3, I'm setting up at plus 4 yards. And then I'm adjusting max numbers plus 20% elevation. Then I'm going with half of the ball into the adjustment ring to the right. So the edge of the ball halfway into the wall. So a little bit of counter curl there to counteract the wind push. And this one bounces very nice. Like I say, 8 top spin is all you need here. Don't need to go any more than that. 370 yards. Second shot is awkward here. If you don't fancy bouncing over the bunker, play with top spin and left spin just to the right of the white ring and bounce up there. Problem I do here is I hit a great left, but also I have too much backspin on. We need to make sure the second bounce is just after the fringe. Otherwise the ball will go short, and that's what happens here. I adjust max numbers, 0 elevation. Does take us into overpower, so I go a smidgen of overpower and a little bit of curl to the left. But there's the great left, and you'll see here we're just a little bit risky, only just missing the bunker. So like I say, the second bounce, make sure it is comfortably on the green, so like a ring after the fringe. Second shot here, I can only confess I hit an absolutely terrible great left and landed straight into the rough. So I'm going to show you the setup, and then what I do is I chip out. So half of the red ring in the rough, 4.5 top spin, 3 bars side spin to the left, adjust mid +10 and go with half a ball of curl to the left. You'll be absolutely fine. I'm not going to show you the shot that dive bombs into the rough because it's absolutely useless. But I did chip out to where the drive would have finished. Sadly, I wasn't in practice mode, which is always the way. But the second shot here, go with the wood club you have with accuracy and ball guide. I'm playing here with 3 bars backspin, 1 bar side spin to the right, and I adjust mid-distance 0 elevation. So mid-distance 0 elevation. So once again, apologies for the drive, but that is the setup that I would be using. Just need to hit perfect, of course. Hole number 8, this awkward hole with rookie clubs. So once again, just going with all the backspin that I have. I would recommend going with the Saturn if you have it in kind of level 6+. But if not, you have to go with the backbone. So inner yellow ring touching the fringe. Then we're going max backspin, and I'm going to adjust this one mid +10. Now we do miss this one left. So I would consider either trying a bar of right spin or a little bit of curl to the right, because we do come in too far to the left and the wind is pushing us that way as well. Just look there, we're just taking too much, and also the lack of backspin doesn't help. So for my club level here, I just have to settle for a birdie. However, that said, we have an albatross.
If you are enjoying the free content here on the channel and want to help out and keep everything free, then please consider making a small donation. All donations are gratefully received and help me out here on the channel, as all of the content here is produced for free in my own spare time. You can do that in one of 3 ways. You can hit the thanks button here on YouTube, you can make a PayPal donation via the link in the description down below, or you can also join us over on Patreon. Details at the end of the video.
Titan and the extra mile. You can play with a Kingmaker if you want, setting up a little bit further to the left and going with less curl and more right spin, but this is absolutely fine. 3 bars top spin, 2 bars side spin to the right, bit of the red ring in the rough, and look where the second bounce is. Adjustment here is max +5. Then we're going to go with just over half a ball of curl to the right. Important to get a perfect here. Great left or great right will risk the rough. We are going to be fine here. We do come in on the left-hand side of the fairway, but there is a little bit of a slope there, and the ball will just curl down away from the rough in most scenarios. Second shot, I'm playing with the Guardian because my sniper does not have 3.5 bars of backspin. You can use the Viper, just make sure you've got enough backspin. We do need 3.5 bars, and what we need to do is try and aim as best we can with the ball guide that we either do or do not have, according to what club we are using. So aim at the pin. Then I'm adjusting here maximum distance minus 10% elevation. So max -10 as this shot is uphill. Then once we're done, we take our shot and we hit perfect. And as you will see here, we get a very, very nice perfect ball. There we go. Camera angle stays zoomed out after the bounce. We know it's going to be close. Comes in a little bit on the hot side, hits the pin, but drops for a beautiful albatross.
Thanks very much for watching this video here on the channel. If it has helped you in any way, please consider sharing it amongst your friends and clanmates in the game. Join us also on Facebook. Head over there, search for BK Golf Clash and join our free group. Loads of members there sharing shots. Free guides are posted, as well as loads of other great Golf Clash resources. So check us out there. You can join in the discussion and also leave feedback on the game in general. Finally, if you wish to help support the channel and keep the content free for everybody, please consider becoming a Patreon member. The link is in the video description down below. Good luck, see you soon, bye for now.